position where they had to choose between their lives or had to make a tough decision or want to practice their right to abort, terminate a pregnancy, then they should be able to do that.
And walk me through, I mean, obviously part of this rally today and this protest is part of a greater discussion that's happening in this country right now. Obviously, we're seeing the very timeliness of this rally with the Texas cases playing out, the Mississippi case playing out in courts. There's a counter protest, we believe, happening too right near the Supreme Court. What do you hope the other side, what do they need to understand, or maybe someone who doesn't necessarily agree totally with this rally, what do you hope the other side understands about this event and this protest today?
That we should be practicing what we preach, which is that everyone should have the right to practice and live their lives as they wish. We should enforce, we should create policies that provide that space. We should force people to live and act the way they as we wish. I mean, I think the world wouldn't be like the way it is if that were the case. So I'm hoping that they have open hearts and open ears and an open mind to really promote policies that are equitable and just for all.
Thank you very much for sharing your story, sir. Thank you very much. And again, we've been seeing this crowd kind of pass by us for 10 to 15 minutes, which shows you the size of this crowd. People started gathering early this morning at Freedom Plaza. We can see it from where we're standing. And they're going to be walking to the Supreme Court building, but you can see all the signs here. You can see all the people, men and women, who are out here at this moment. They started gathering very early this morning, and they heard speeches down at Freedom Plaza. And this is all as they head to the Supreme Court building. And that, too, obviously, is part of the message here today, because the Texas case, anti-abortion case, and the Mississippi anti-abortion case really in the hearts and minds of people who are marching here today. And that's part of the message that they want to send here. We spoke to people who were at the 2017 Women's March, and they described to us the shock of seeing Donald Trump get elected. And now today they spoke to us about the desperate message they want to send here today as these very important Supreme Court cases play out, federal cases play out, involving abortion stances and abortion laws in Texas and Mississippi, those two notable states in particular, but obviously other states obviously having a similar type of discussion. But you saw some of it there as we spoke to the gentleman there. Many people from all across the country a part of this rally here today. And again, you can just see the size of this. This is what's been happening for the last 10 to 15 minutes. People coming through here, holding all sorts of signs and getting involved with all of this. Wanting to send a big message as these cases play out in court, and hoping to send a big message across the country today, because this is not the only place where these rallies are playing out today. We know rallies in Texas, I believe, Portland, Maine, New York City, Chicago, some of the places where we're seeing some of these protests today. As we try to talk to some of the people here today as they come back. What's the biggest message you hope to send today?
Women deserve rights, those with uteruses deserve rights, and those who can't get abortions shouldn't have the right to make decisions on it.
Thank you very much. Again, very simple message, as we heard right there. It's a very simple message as we're trying to send a united message today with all these people marching through the streets of D.C. as they head for the Supreme Court building. And as we see the end of this march, or the last part of this march, again, another reminder, they're heading to the Supreme Court building where we expect all these people to be gathering outside. You know, you've heard from some of the people here today wanting to send that message of unity here today, and sending that message of reproductive freedom in their own words here today. As they march through the streets of D.C., you can hear them, again, the symbolism of all this as they're heading towards the Capitol building at the Supreme Court, obviously the building right nearby. Thousands of people here today wanting to send this message.
figure one for just us three. And they can get